All right, to help the audience understand what we are talking about here, let's assume that this is your real hand, and a real pen here, real space here, real body here of yours, pointed to by this straw in my hand. Now, we'll use a special effect in order to distinguish between this being in the real dimension versus what you actually experience in the mind, in the mind dimension, correct? So the special effect, let's use this kind of a special effect here. And this now represents the real dimension. So what we are seeing on screen here, assume that that is the real hand, real pen, real body in the real dimension using this special effect. And that is not what you are experiencing. The special effect is only a metaphor. The real dimension is not visible. It cannot be experienced, so the real world cannot be experienced at all. This is just a metaphor to distinguish between the two realms. So now if we were to ask, what is it that you actually experience? We will have to enter your mind. And where is your mind? Your mind is inside your skull, in the back of your brain, in the visual cortex, somewhere happening with your, manifesting there as your visual mind, the visual image of what you perceive. So let me enter your head in your skull as metaphorically saying that we enter your mind. So, okay, this is your mind in the mind dimension. This is what you're experiencing as you see the pen and your hand and the book out there and your other hand. This is your mind in the mind dimension. This is what you experience. This is what emanates from your brain, your own brain. Okay, now I come out of your mind, and what do I see? A real effect, which represents the real dimension in the real world, right? This real world in the real dimension is not what you experience. What you experience is what you experience being your mind in the mind dimension. Here, this is your mind in the mind dimension. This is not the real world in the real dimension. This is not your real hand. This is not the real pen. This is not the real space or the real book or anything real that you are seeing. This is real. This is your mind. Here is your mind again in the mind dimension. This is what you are experiencing as your virtual reality perceived body in the mind dimension. This is not your real hand, not your real body. In fact, as you look down towards your leg and your thighs, or touch your thigh over there or your foot there, and this is what you're looking at. This is what you're seeing. This is your body that you perceive in the mind dimension. This is not the real body. This is what most people perceive when they see their body in this perspective.